Hello everybody, how are we doing?
Hey everyone.
So this week we wanted to talk about something really interesting that's happening at work. So Ollie and I, we work for the same organization. And starting from tomorrow, Adam Mather, I mentioned him in the videos that we did on the Sunrise to Sunset Soccer Challenge. Top bloke. He does a lot of great work for other people. He does a lot of great work for charities. We started discussing people gaining weight over the festive period, and he suggested doing something together at work. So starting from tomorrow, we've got a bunch of people, and some of you might be watching this video because you are one of these people. Starting a 2-month weight challenge. The general idea here for most people is they will set a target, and the target, I imagine, will generally be some amount of weight that they want to lose. And basically what's going to happen is there's going to be one weigh-in every Monday at work, and if your weight is going in the other direction to what your target is, so if your target is a decrease in weight and your weight is going up, then you will be fined $5, and that money will be going to charity. So given this context, and given the work that Ollie and I do trying to help other people lose weight generally, what we are going to do is share 3 tips each with you guys. Now, even if you're not doing this challenge at work, you might still find these tips useful, so keep listening. So Ollie, firstly, how are you feeling about this challenge starting tomorrow?
Yeah, it should be good. It's a good way to kind of kickstart the year, get into a weight loss routine. So yeah, looking forward to it.
I will warn you though, Adam will get those fines off you. So yeah, he's probably a lot more stricter than I am. So if the weight isn't going in the direction that you've set your goal, he will be on your case.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with tip number 1 then, Ollie. What is your top tip given this format?
I'd say drink water.
Drink water?
Drink lots of water. So maybe not before the morning you're going to weigh in, but all the other days, drink a lot of water. It kind of makes your body flow the way it should. You'll feel more energized, and yeah, you'll feel better overall if you just drink more water than what you used to. I think, not sure what the kind of thing is. 8 glasses is like the minimum, but you should be trying to drink a bit more than that. You should be going to the toilet quite often. If you're drinking like a decent amount of water, you should be going to the toilet like every hour or 2 hours, and you're going to feel like, man, I'm going so much. But that's the sign that you're drinking the right amount of water.
Just on that, the rule of thumb is if you're drinking enough water, instead of setting a target for X ml or whatever, because often it's very hard to quantify the amount of food, the amount of water in fruit and veggies, the goal should be 5 clear urinations per day. So like Ollie says, you should be going to the bathroom quite a lot. Top tip.
What about you?
So the number 1 tip for me is, I love numbers. I love measuring things. So the key thing I will say is stay consistent with the way you measure your weight, right? So the way Ollie and I do it with the people that we help out is we suggest people get a digital scale. They cost about $20 or $30 at your nearest store that sells this kind of stuff. Weigh yourself first thing in the morning, right after you go to the bathroom, without eating or drinking anything. It doesn't matter if the scale isn't super accurate, because as long as it's the same scale, you're measuring yourself in consistent conditions. Now, given that everybody doing this challenge at work may not have a digital scale, Adam has been kind enough to organize a weekly weigh-in. So all I'd say is, if you're not going to be weighing yourself, so Ollie and I will both be weighing ourselves early in the morning. We'll then take a photo of the scale on a Monday morning and send it off to Adam just to prove that, hopefully we don't need to be paying the fine. But if you are going to be weighing in at work, try and keep things consistent. So try and hopefully drink the same amount of water before the weigh-in, week to week. Wear similar clothes, so maybe the same pair of jeans and, similar clothing. And just to emphasize, I did a little experiment yesterday on this point. So I was 75.8 yesterday. Weighed myself first thing in the morning, didn't eat or drink anything. Then I went and had a really long workout. The only thing I did during that workout was drink about 2 bottles of water. Came back, didn't eat or drink anything, and I weighed myself again, and I was 76.5. Right, and that just shows you how big a difference just water can make. So that was a 0.7 kg increase in weight just by drinking water, even though I'd been exercising. So keep that in mind. Try and stay consistent. Ollie, your tip number 2.
I would say don't do anything too drastic. Like it starts tomorrow, you weigh yourself. Don't start just going on a diet, huge hard out diet where you're not eating much at all, and you're doing a lot of exercise. What you want to kind of use this for is to kind of get into good long-term changes. So just so this is a 3-month challenge, but you want to continue this throughout the whole year or life really. So make small changes, and if you made like a huge drastic change in the first week, you might lose a whole lot of weight, and then it might be hard to keep losing weight for the other weeks. So yeah, it's better just to make small changes that you can make in the long term, to be consistent throughout the 3 months and beyond.
And that's, I think that last point, Ollie, is a key one to remember, because the way Adam set this up is, if your target is to lose 2 or 3 kgs and you lose it all in the first week, and then you feel like binging out, your weight's going to go up and you're going to end up paying that fine. So, best not to do anything too drastic. Great tip.
Yeah. Do you have another tip for us?
Probably in a similar vein, I'd say the key thing Ollie said there was don't do anything too drastic, don't deprive yourself in terms of nutrition. It's similar theme, but in terms of exercise. So focus on the basics, and the key thing I'd encourage you all to focus on is just taking more steps. There's no need to start some hardcore bodybuilding gym program for the next 3 months that you won't be able to adhere to. I know a lot of the guys doing this play soccer. There's no need to play 4 games of soccer in a week just to make sure you're losing weight. Those of you who are running, there's no need to go on 5 runs a week and damage your knees. Just try and walk more. Take the longer way to the bathroom. Take the steps instead of taking the elevator. Maybe cycle to work if you live close to where the building is. So just move more.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing to do. The more you move, and you feel better as well.
Absolutely. All right, Ollie, final tip from you.
I'd probably, third step would be mindful of what you're eating. So I said don't make drastic changes, but one of the changes you can make is if you're going to eat something junk foody like chips, fast food, takeaways, whatever, just be mindful that yes, this is high calories. Maybe I shouldn't eat so much. Like if you're going to eat chips, don't eat from the packet. Put it in a small bowl so you know how much you're going to eat. If you go get takeaways, don't get a whole lot of things. Just get small amounts so you have the nice taste that you like. But you're not going to go full out binge. So just be mindful of what you're eating, what you're putting into your body, why you're eating it, and go from there.
So the final tip from me is just a little bit of awareness around the way weight drops. So for a lot of people, when they start doing something of this sort and they start tightening up, they may lose a lot of weight at the start and then things plateau. For other people, so when Ollie went through his weight loss challenge, that's basically what happened. He lost a whole lot of weight at the start and then things plateaued. For other people, it's the other way around. So generally for me, things start slowly and then there's a little drop and they're slow again and there's a little drop. And the key thing is to not let this get you down, right? Because there is no universal formula for how and where people will lose fat from. It's different for everybody, right? So don't feel let down because somebody else doing the challenge has lost 5 kgs a month and you've lost half a kg, and some weeks your weight isn't even moving down. Adam's gone to lengths to point out that this is a challenge with yourself. It's not a challenge with another person. So just be aware that you may not see a drop every week. And that is nothing. It is nothing to feel down about. In fact, if you're doing this right, you shouldn't be losing more than half a kg any given week, right? So these are the margins we're talking about, right? Half a kg a week, a quarter of a kg here and there, over 2 or 3 months. That's the type of thing that adds up. And I'd like to stress what Ollie said earlier. What happens with a lot of people is they go on a yo-yo diet, they lose 2 or 3 kgs in 2 weeks. Most of that is just water. It's because they've completely cut out carbs, or they've completely cut out fat, or they've completely cut out something else. And they lose a ton of weight, but most of it is water. And the moment they go back to normality, it just seems to come back. And that's the type of thing that will end up getting you fined. All right.
Yeah.
Closing thoughts, Ollie?
Just enjoy the process. I hope these tips help. It's a really good thing to do, and if we do get fined, don't feel down. I mean, the money's going to charity.
Yeah. Although that doesn't mean go have like KFC. Yeah.
No,
But
definitely not. But feel don't, as Gurpreet said, don't feel down if you don't lose much weight, or if you go up. You learn from your experience, and then next week you can do better.
Awesome. Well, there we have it. Yeah. All the best, Ollie.
Good luck. Mm-hmm.
We'll probably do some updates as we progress through it. I know I promised Adam that I'll be doing daily tips. A lot of them would be similar to the ones we've done right now. But yeah, we'll work at getting a tip out to you hopefully each day. There we have it, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great Sunday.
Team, good luck.